If you are looking into buying cheap and safe FIFA coins, look no further than footcoinshop.net. They have the fastest service, an incredible loyalty reward system, and the best prices around. Use my creator code Inception when you sign up for your account and get a 5% discount with your order. Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have some pretty crazy Centurion center backs to check out. It's a Centurion center back. When you go over it, it just basically blanks out the words, but yeah, Centurion center back upgrade cards to take a look at. Obviously there's a few center backs here that are actually pretty decent, right? We're gonna be taking a look at all the different ones that you could potentially get, but let's take a look at the requirements for it first. So the requirements is going to be to win 3 squad battle games, achieve 2 clean sheets, win 3, 2 clean sheets again, and then achieve 3 clean sheets with win 2. So to be honest with you guys, it's not really that hard to unlock the center back cards, which is pretty decent, because the thing is, man, is that a lot of these evolution cards, it's kind of crazy to do all of them at once, especially if you go with the midfielder to the attacker. Like that's 20 days and then that's 20 days. Like it's these ones up here, right? Like the attacking mid is 18 days left, but then you need the other attacker, which is the free attacker, which I forget which one it is, and then that's like a couple days as well. So this one doesn't seem too complicated to unlock, which is a huge W, because there's a few good options here, right? So we're gonna be taking a look at those options. So for the first one, we have the Vardiol card, right? So let's take a look at what this card actually ends up getting. So in game, you can see here that it's a stat boost. This one gets pinged pass, and then this one gets long ball pass. So he gets passing one. So the important thing here is gonna be whether or not players have the right base play styles, right? The base play style is gonna be a very huge variable to work with. So by default, Vardiol has the block plus. Gonna be honest with you guys, block plus with jockey is actually very solid to work with, even if you don't have anticipate or bruiser, right? That's actually a very, very solid link up by itself, because if you can jockey left and right properly, the manual defending side of it, and your player himself does really good block animations, that's fantastic. If you guys don't know what the play style of block plus does, you can see here is increased reach when performing blocks and improved ability to make a successful block. So those two together, that's definitely going to be a very, very nice thing to work with. So it's going to be a card that will have the passing play styles as well, while also being a high work rated card that is a mostly lengthy player on a shadow chemistry style. So this card is definitely looking like a very solid choice, especially if you're working with the Manchester City Lynx, or, you know, in the future, you want to do something with like a Luka Modric in your team, and you want to do a nice little Croatian split down the middle with Liga Santander and the Premier League. That's a variable that you can work with as well. Next up is going to be Konate. Konate is definitely going to be a very big option to work with, because I'm going to tell you guys this right now, that in the beginning of the year with Konate's card, the rare gold version, he was actually one of the very good cheaper alternatives for the center back position when you did not have Saliba or Varane, right? So this Centurion center back card could be very nice. And why? Okay, if we take a look at his play styles in game, this card also has the block and he also has the bruiser. So all of these play styles, very, very important to work with. But then obviously in the future, he'll be getting improved passing capabilities as well. On a shadow chemistry style, he'll be a lengthy player that has very high sprint speed but lower acceleration. But the thing is, guys, is that the way that Konate defends in game, the way that it works with his body type is genuinely really, really good. So even though the acceleration is on the lower side, yes, I'm telling you guys that Konate is one of those guys that actually defends very well in game. So if you're going for like a Liverpool link or a French link in your team, and you need someone like this in your team, this would also be a very good option, right? It always depends on the types of players that you're going to have in your team, obviously, right? The next one is actually a player, well, not yet, but Todibo. This one could be very interesting because obviously he plays in the League One, gives you the French links in that league as well. And there's going to be a few players that could be very helpful to link up with. One of the main ones is obviously going to be someone like Kimpembe, right? Because it's going to be that French link in your team. Because French players in general, there are so many different links you can work with just from that alone. And this card is going to be someone who is 6'3" with a medium work rate. Play styles, he has jockey and block as well, right? So again, the manual defending stuff is very good on the card. And then with the improvement on it, he will be getting that passing boost as well, right? So all the play styles are there for the really nice stuff. The only thing that you don't get with like Anticipate or Bruiser is possession-based tackles on a consistent basis in EA's consistent basis, because their manual challenges are still horrendous sometimes, right? A lot of the times. But having the jockey and having the block, those are huge traits to or play styles to work with to allow you to defend properly. Again, a lengthy player on a shadow chemistry style that will provide you with the pace as well as the defending capabilities. Sorry guys, so let's see who else we got here. So we have Eafc. You know what? I actually have Eafc in my team. Look, he's one of the selections that I have. So he's one of the bigger options. Eafc is gonna be a pretty obvious one too. I'm gonna tell you guys why. He is a left-footed player on the left-hand side while working with Van Dijk as the right-footed player on the right-hand side that provides you a Dutch link with a Premier League player. So let's say, for instance, you have Gravenberg in your team, right? Nice little triple link setup just like that. So that's definitely gonna be a really big one to work with too. But let's see what he looks like in game, because Eafc did have some cards in previous years that were actually very nice to work with. So with the upgrade on this card, you are working with someone who has higher acceleration over sprint speed, right? So you can't really play too open of a formation. You have to play with a formation that's more based off of agility and getting into spaces very quickly, right? Because on a shadow chemistry style, he's a controlled player. So that kind of changes things, right? If he's a controlled player, that play style is a little bit different to work with, but honestly, he could still be good, but it really depends on the tactics and the formations that you're going to use with a card like this, because guys, you guys know how the pace works this year, especially with the whole cutback meta. You kind of need that lengthy to push that pace a little bit more out of the card, right? But as I've mentioned, this is a different type of play style with this type of card because he has higher acceleration over the sprint speed on his shadow chemistry style while working with pinged pass and long ball pass. See, this one I wouldn't be as interested in. I'm gonna be honest with you. No lengthy and no like, in my opinion, proper play styles. Like, it would just depend. You would have to get the card, unlock him, see how he performs in game, but tough to say with this one. For sure, tough to say. Let's see what else we got here. Akanji. So again, a Manchester City link is the main thing that you would be working with here. A direct upgrade from the rare gold as well. If you guys ended up having that card, let's see if he actually went up in price. 950. Probably doesn't have the right play styles, huh? The community knows, guys. These guys, they're not dumb. When they know which ones are the meta choices, because you need to have certain play styles for those things to be noticeable in game on a consistent basis. But with a kanji for the Manchester City links, honestly, if you were going to go in this direction, it's only because you maybe want to work with like a Swiss link in the future. What is he? 4-star weak foot is a plus, but he's also medium work rate while being right-footed. The 4-star weak foot's nice though, I will say. It's definitely very nice, but I'd rather just go with this if we were going to do all that, right? Go to the Evolutions version, Centurion center back, direct link, and it's a left-footed player. Even though he's high work rated, he still has the high defense. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather just do that if we were going to do all of that jazz there. Nacho is the next one too. Nacho is a direct upgrade as well from the rare gold version. So this one will be for people that want to get the links to the Real Madrid players in their team. Playstyles. He's got block and intercept, aerial, paint pass. A few decent ones. Would it be worth me getting this card though? Not necessarily. I personally wouldn't choose him, considering the fact that I have a bunch of Liga Santander players in my team currently, and I still wouldn't choose him compared to some of the other options. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Konate is like kind of nuts, man. I'm telling you, like, he could be pretty good. I don't know if he'll be like as good as like Varane and Saliba. We have to check that out from the upgrade, but you know. Okay, guys, by the way, if you have any of the Evo attackers that I haven't checked out yet, or you have any of these defenders that just came out and you're on PC and you get the full unlocks, just let me know, okay? I did Chouamani and Llorente myself because I knew that I wouldn't have done it myself if it weren't for that case. But you know, like even Pedro Neto, I don't even know if I'll do him on my main account because of reasons that you guys know. Anyways, Matip. Matip is going to be a really big one that people are going to be looking into 1000%, because a lot of people used Pacey Protector on Matip's card. So here's a situation that's interesting, because Paulista used to be one of the cards that was trending during that same time period. But if you take a look at the Centurion center back version, you don't use the Pacey Protector on the card, right? So if you get this card right here, you would still have to wait further for another evolutions to be able to upgrade this card in the future. But very different situation to, you know, Matip's card, because obviously with him, if you did the Pacey Protector on him and then you upgraded it to a Centurion center back, you're in the money. You know what I'm saying? Two-star right-footed player, 6'4", medium work rates, play styles. He does have jockey and block, so that's definitely very, very good with the pinged pass, long ball pass as well. Shadow chemistry style is on the lower side for acceleration. Sprint speed is higher. Defensive stats will be in a better area. Physical stats will be lower. But the thing is, though, right, is that because he's 6'4", he could still have very good defensive animations in game. But again, your tactics needs to be set up a certain way where you're not completely open, right? But the height is definitely very nice to work with, especially with a jockey and the block on the card. So that's definitely going to be a very interesting card for a lot of people. Medina, this card, you know, he had a team of the season last year, right? A team of the season last year that was severely underrated. I think the card was honestly like 30 or 40K on the market. And I literally told people so many times that that team of the season, Medina, was genuinely a really good center back. Not like top tier center back, but genuinely really good for the price range that you were getting him at, especially since you can link him during that time period to, I believe it was Klaus as well as the Fofana card, right? With Medina on a shadow chemistry style, he is a mostly lengthy player. Pace is in a decent area. Defense is in a good area. Physical also in a good area. Play styles, he has slide tackle and bruiser. So no block and no anticipate, but bruiser definitely can be very helpful, especially with the physical stats that he's working with. The aggression of being able to tap your A or X button to aggressively push towards someone is definitely going to be a very huge variable that a lot of people will be looking into 100%, especially on that shadow chemistry style. So yeah, definitely looks very interesting there. In order for you to unlock the card, you have to get the inform, and the inform probably went up in price, maybe 13K. Yeah, I mean, people might not be getting him as much, to be fair. Maybe not as much. Guardado is, I guess Guardado is a new card today. Yeah, he's a new card today. That's why he gets the upgrade too. Diop. Let's see Diop's card. Okay, so Diop is going to be another situation similar to the Matip card, where if you chose this card as your Pacey Protector, you can now unlock the Centurion center back version of him, right? So with the Centurion center back version of Diop, you're going to have a card who's going to be on a shadow chemistry style as usual, right? Defense in a fantastic area, physicals in a good area, acceleration is on the lower side. However, he is 6'4" with a bruiser playstyle by itself. So this one you would have to experiment with the bruiser by itself, because the physical again is there considering how big he is at 6'4". It could still be very solid to work with. And from the selections that you have here, this is a card that again you could potentially upgrade in the future with another evolutions. That could be really nice if they give him more playstyles to work with, right? So definitely an interesting one there as well. Let's see what else we got here. So we should have some more center backs. Positions, center back. Oh, sorry. Let me just do the evolutions here. Evolutions for the center back, Centurions. Okay, so Medina, we have Gattoni. Oh, interesting. So this guy is Argentina Sevilla. So by default, if you did the Trailblazer center back, which I believe is still available, is it not? Trailblazer center back? Ah, interesting. So Trailblazer center back first, and then you put him into Centurion center back, and you have a card that has 81 pace, that has a good pace split. Shadow chemistry style makes him a lengthy player, and his physical is also in a decent area too. For someone who is 6 foot tall, medium high work rates with a 4-star weak foot, this looks very interesting if he has the playstyles. Slide tackle, power header, aerial, acrobatic ping. So this one's a weird one because he's missing defensive playstyles, but he has passing and like physical capabilities to be able to score from corner kicks. You know that whole near post corner kick tactic? This guy will be nuts at doing them because he has good jumping stats. Heading accuracy is pretty good. I don't know if heading accuracy has to do with the shooting part of it. I never actually looked into that, but excuse me, jumping at a 93, key things here, jumping at a 93 with aerial and power header, bro, those near post corners are going to be flying in with this card. They'll be flying in with this card. If you get a corner kick, it's basically a penalty kick for you guys, honestly. That's an interesting one, actually. Especially if you give him an anchor to like really guarantee the jumping. That's not bad, eh? That's not bad. That's not a bad choice, especially if he gets like some sort of future improvement as well. This one has a few good options, eh? Okay, so we have Stark, who is a Bundesliga one. A little bit chalked because we can't do that one. So it has to be 85. Because of the Welcome to Evolutions, obviously. Shadow Chemistry Style on this card. Boost the pace, boost the defense, physicality is on the lower side. Play styles, he has Intercept Plus, which is pretty cool to be fair. In certain situations, it depends on how you end up using him. Slide Tackle, so no Anticipate, no Bruiser, no Jockey, nothing like that. So I'm not too crazy invested in that card. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really seen him use that much either, right? This Centurion center back one actually has some options to work with. Welcome to Evolution's first Trailblazer center back and then Centurion center back. To be honest, I could see like maybe some people doing this card during that time period, maybe. Because I'm going to be honest, I've used some players that have Chelsea guys and they had evolutions on like the weirdest players. But this one it's hard to see him getting a full rating there. I think it's an 85 as well for the Centurion center back. Shadow Chemistry Style, controlled lengthy player. Acceleration, sprint speed is an okay area. Physical is decent. Play styles on the card. Power header, aerial, acrobatic, pinged. I mean, for Chelsea fans, it's not necessarily bad, I would say. It's not necessarily bad, but I just personally wouldn't choose it myself. Hermoso, 77 pace for base card stats. Shadow Chemistry Style. Play styles, block, slide, tackle, aerial. So he does have block, medium, high. The reason why people will look into this one is because of the Spanish Atletico Madrid links, right? See, the thing is that when we start to get lower, guys, a lot of these cards I personally wouldn't unlock unless it was like for sentimental value, like Lindelof. Lindelof, I think Pacey Protector. Oh, Manchester United fans are gonna have this card for sure. Yeah, they're gonna have this card for sure. They definitely use Pacey Protector on him for sure, 100%. This card people will have. Shadow Chemistry Style, playstyles has what? No defensive playstyles. Titi, who used to be such a beast back in the day, honestly. This guy was an absolute menace. Playstyle, Bruiser, Jockey. Bruiser and Jockey, that's not bad actually. So you'd work with physical capabilities on this card. Shadow Chemistry Style, but then again, right? Welcome to Evolutions first, Pacey Protector, and then Centurions the center back. The Welcome to Evolutions really throws you off a lot, man. I feel like the way that they did that was a little bit weird personally, but oh, I know some people that did this card. I know some people that did this card. I know some people that actually got the full unlock for this guy. Yeah. I think one of the guys that I did the review off of when he had like the Chelsea players, I think he had the highest rated version of Badiashile. I think so. But yeah, again, Welcome to Evolutions. Playstyles though, block, Bruiser. Again, he has pretty decent playstyles to work with. Some pretty decent stuff to work with there. Chalaba, is that the same as before? Okay, this is gonna be another one too. Yeah. This one is gonna be a bigger one than the SAR card. Yeah, this one right here will be bigger than SAR because I know some people that actually did the Pacey Protector. Because during that time period when we talked about it, I was always mentioning how I wouldn't necessarily use them as a center back. But as a CDM, he could be very nice. But now, take a look at the difference when it comes to the stats on this card with a Shadow Chemistry Style. Like, he actually looks pretty nicely formatted. Play styles, he's got Intercept, a Slide Tackle, Pinged Pass, Long Ball Pass. So again, no Anticipate or anything like that. But this is not a bad card. For the Chelsea fans, they're going to have this card more than they're going to have the SAR card, 100%. Romero for Spurs, Pau Torres, Janssen. Richards for Crystal Palace, Trailblazer center back. Yeah, the reason why I skip past these guys is because unless you're doing an American team, I know for a fact people didn't choose that card. Ooh, can you change this Mukiele to center back? Oh, you can. Ooh. Mukiele, what play styles you got? Whipped pass, slide tackle. Oh, no crazy defensive play styles. This would have been a really big one because French PSG League One, like right-footed player on the right-hand side, Kimpembe on the left-hand side, you know? That wouldn't be bad either. Oh, Branthwaite for the Everton fans. Oh, welcome to Evolutions first, and then Trailblazers center back. Yeah, that's a little chalk there too. Sildilia. Is this from the Europa League? No, it's Trailblazer center back as well. Yeah, but people didn't unlock that. I just know people didn't, man. That's why I skipped them, guys, because I'm not trying to be that guy, but I just know that people didn't do it. Yeah, the rest of these are like lower options. Like Caldwell has a better evolutions. Yeah, he has Trailblazer center back, which is a better one. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the meta options, guys. So the ones that you see here at the top are definitely going to be the top choices. Like for sure. Konate is definitely going to be a very good one. Vardiol will definitely be a very good one too. Matip has that variable on him because of the Trailblazer, or the, not Trailblazer center back, excuse me, the Pacey Protector on him. So people are definitely going to have that card. Yeah, I think those will be like the main ones. Todibo as well because of the French and League One links, but I think these two for sure, or these three in particular, are going to be like the really big ones. Those ones and Diop, because Diop also has the Pacey Protector too. But a couple of decent options here for the Centurion center back. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Guys, again, if you guys do get the maxed out versions of some of these cards, even if you can't do the Welcome to Evolutions for certain cards, just shoot me a message on Instagram at Inception FC, okay? I'll catch you guys for the next video. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.